What's up, people's mastermind? Iconic Messengers Live coming at you. It's your boy Pat Hilton, the PAT, the world's most dangerous MC, coming to you live on the FB. People's Mastermind, it's Monday, February 5th, 2024. I want to talk to you about getting specific. So, here in the group, we've had some conversations about people doing work, getting around great people, making connections, but not getting the results that they want. And so I think what we need to do is remember this week to get specific. Get specific about when you're going to do your workout so that you don't miss one. Get specific about who you're going to call, when are you going to call them, and what you're trying to do with that person. Is that a business deal? Is it a personal thing? Is it this, that? You got to get specific about every single little piece of your day so that you know where your time's going. You cannot get your time back. You can spend all the money in the world, but if you aren't specific about what you want, the people that you're spending money with can't help you. I've helped tons of people get views on the internet with all kinds of different stuff. And I've seen people give people great advice that they paid for, and then those people aren't getting the specific result that they want because they aren't getting specific about what they want. There's a lot of talk out there. I don't know if you guys follow the guru scene, but me, Pat Hilton, I kind of had to become a part of it because as an entertainer, all the big business events and big conferences are where you kind of get discovered on the speaking circuit or in the business circuit. Now, this is a whole lot different than where I came from in the music scene, but they're very similar. And I think that the difference between the people on the big stages and everybody else is that those people are really good at promoting themselves, number one. And number two, they're super specific about what they're trying to sell. Now, some of them might jump around and sell 20 million different things over the course of time, but at some point, they were specific about what they wanted. If you're not getting results, you're probably not specific enough about what you're going to do to get the result and what the result actually is. There's just so much distraction out there that people think they're doing work and they think they're working hard and they think they're dedicated. And in reality, if you actually track the time and the effort and the energy towards a specific goal, it's not enough time dedicated. And that's why there's not a result. I see a lot of people that do streams like this on the internet. Most of them look like dog shit. Why does mine look so much better? Because I've put 20 years into working on all this stuff. I know how to run all the gear. I know how to pull people up and do interviews. That's why I'm building the People's Mastermind to help people communicate these things. Our agency has helped people make a lot of money by helping them get specific on how to communicate their message. We have a communication issue in this world. There's a communication problem when it comes to politics and policies, and when it comes to the citizens and how we communicate with each other, even how we communicate with each other on the highway. A lot of times, even I flip people off because they're driving like assholes. So I think it's important to, number one, get specific on what you want and get prepared to get that result. How can you possibly get a result if you're not prepared for it? You have to train, you have to put in the work, you have to develop the skill, develop the muscles required to get the given result that you want. But how are you going to get the result if you're just like, oh, well, I don't know, just didn't do anything for me? What didn't do anything for you? Working out doesn't do anything for you for like 3, 4, or 5 months till you start to notice it. I think there's this common misconception now because there's so many methods and programs and masterminds even that sell the idea that success is just built in 60 days. It's not. It's an ongoing thing. You never actually make it. You know, I don't like to get too much into specifics about my finances because it's like, I've done well for a couple of years, but it's like, I am by no means Captain Wealth. So I'm not going to give you any advice on that. Now, we will have some guests that will come into the room that can break down some wealth advice for you. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to tell you that if you want any result, you got to get specific. I sell one specific thing: how to communicate on stage and on camera. It's the only thing I sell. And it's the one thing that I am essentially like a pioneer at in the business and marketing space, is making videos that get attention and helping people utilize that attention to sell from the stage or on camera. So if you are a landscaper, or you run a handyman shop, or you run a paint store, you got to get real specific on what you do. Like this commercial that just came on, right? Look how specific it is. Capture, nurture, close. Go high level. Just put a commercial on the screen while I was talking about getting specific. And it said capture leads, nurture leads, and close leads. We even use that software integrated into our marketing agency for us and for clients. How are you getting specific this week about what the result is that you want? You can pay for a gazillion masterminds. This one's free. And it's probably going to be just as good as most of the paid ones anyway, by the way, because I'm running it. Think about that. I'm getting really specific on how I'm going to build an audience, how I'm going to communicate, and how I'm going to help people get results. Whether you guys ever buy something from me or not doesn't even matter. Because if I can help you go out and get a specific result for free, I'm going to get the business anyway. Because I'm impacting people, I'm serving people. So how are you serving people? But you got to get specific on what you're serving them. Are you a burger stand or are you a taco joint? Most taco joints don't sell burgers. You go to the burger place for a burger. You go to the taco place for tacos. You go to the pizza place for pizza. Sometimes it's pizza and burgers and wings. Sometimes maybe there's a little taco platter there too. But I'm just saying, what specifically are you the best at? If you want results from any mastermind that you're in, or group that you're in, or even a podcast that you're on, you have to have a specific place that people can go where they can see what you specifically do to serve people. Then they can do business with you. This is the one place where people get hung up, especially with making social media content. How can you possibly make social media content if you're not specific about what the content's going to do? So it's like, even with us as a company, we only work with people that are specific about what result they want, because we've tried everything else. What are you an expert at? You need to figure that one out. And you need to build a strategy around that to market yourself and sell yourself and help people get the solution almost before you show up. They know what you do. Hey, Billy over here, he's the guy when it comes to X, Y, and Z. I see him doing it online. I've seen his client testimonials. I've seen the case studies. Get specific about what that's all going to look like, where it's all going to come from. Who are you talking to? Who's already getting the results that you want in your circle? And how can you talk to that person about creating a specific game plan and strategy for you to get the same result? But if you're not specific, you're not going to get the results. It doesn't matter what room you're in. No one cares that Pat Hilton spoke on stage or performed on stage at 10X2. It doesn't even matter. It's like 5 years later. It's like, well, what is he doing now? Whatever event I'm doing this week, how am I going to carry that momentum into the months ahead? Flying to San Diego tomorrow for a badass event. How am I going to utilize the momentum in that room to get specific about creating a specific result with the people that I'm meeting in those rooms? If you show up prepared with X, Y, and Z that you want to achieve, you will find the people. It's usually not the how am I going to do it, it's the who. I learned that one from some way smarter people than me. It's usually not the how or the why or the what. It's the who do I need to help those things connect and get the job done. But if you're not specific, come on, dog, you're driving off in a ditch. Make it a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get specific this week. Who are we talking to? Why are we talking to them? What's it going to result in? How can we create alliances with people? How can we freaking make shit happen? What are you bringing to the table? Get specific about what that is and become the best at it. And let me tell you something, you're going to be flowing and growing. Boom.